Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have the Primal Lord Magmazard coming to the global server in just a bit over 8 hours from right now. We're going to go through the top teams based on the VN server testing. However, when it comes out on global, probably more testing will be done and there may be some improvements or some new teams which emerge, which I will make an updated video later on in day 1 of the Primal Lord. So you can wait until then or you can use these teams basically. But we have a lot of good team options here. We're going to go through all of them. Let's lead it off with some of the more free-to-play friendly, budget-friendly teams. So this is one of the best, basically the best Wilder team. Now, Wilder is not going to be the strongest faction for this Prime Lord, but this one is doing not bad. Real Fresser in front of Pheromore, Illusion in front of Nothing, Pink Tree on the right, Blue Tree on the left, Pheromore and Valara on the Stellar Bond, and Lilymate in the back with the Dragon Roar artifact. Just a good budget team to get us started with. That is I believe based on the day 1 testing when this was tried on day 1, it was outperforming the other non-Rainier teams, basically the non-Celestial Hypogean teams. So this is definitely a team to keep in mind, and if you have these heroes upgraded, I definitely would try it, probably save this formation. Along with this, there are going to be 3 different Lightbearer teams that I can show you. Maybe with more testing, some more will come out. They're going to be 2 Walker teams and 1 No-Walker team. So let's begin with the No-Walker team. So this was one that was shared in my Discord server, and it was doing pretty well for the player with the Vile Spring artifact. Damon in front of Merrily, Hugin in front of Sinbad, Blue Tree on the right, Pink Tree on the left. Merrily and Sinbad both pretty decent damage dealers for this boss. So this is one team you can keep in mind. However, the Walker teams probably are going to do better than this if your Walker is upgraded as well. And Walker is pretty decent for this Primal Lord. So here we have the first Walker team, which was one of the first ones to come out, using Lucius for more shielding to protect the team. Real Fresher in front of Lucius, Illusion in front of the Blue Tree. Because by the way, basically, the Primal Lord is going to reduce your healing effectiveness, but he doesn't affect your shielding. So you can just provide a lot of shielding from Lucius and Hugin to keep your team basically surviving for the whole fight. Even the twins provide shielding. So Blue Tree on the right, Pink Tree on the left, Hugin in front of Walker with the Dragon Roar spell. This is a Lightbearer team. Now, the other Lightbearer team is going to be a Walker Damon team, so no Fresto in it, but it's using Sinbad for the debuffs, Hugin in front of Sinbad, Blue Tree on the left, Pink Tree on the right, Damon in the lower right, and with the Dragon Roar spell. So this is another one of the top performing Walker teams, basically, from the testing which was done, but maybe there will be some improvements with more testing on the global server, but these are basically the top teams from the VN server testing for these Walker versions. Now we're going to move on to the overall top teams. So first of all, we're going to show the basically probably the most friendly, budget friendly team, because it is now we're moving into the Hypogean Celestial teams, but this one's using Hypogean Celestials, which are more free to play friendly than the other ones I'll show after this. This is only Fresto, Rainier, and the twins. It will need to have Rainier at Mythic Plus. Blue Tree on the right and Pink Tree on the left, only bounded, Stellar bonded to Valara. Rainier going to position swap the Pheromore, Rainier in front of the real Fresto, and Illusion in the lower right with the Dragon Roar spell, if you're planning to run a Hypogean Celestial team, which are the best. So this is now we're moving into the top 4 teams, basically. This is going to be doing better than all the teams we've shown up until now. Then you should get 20 faction talents for Hypogean Celestial just to maximize your score potential. This is a very good team and basically the best budget team. Now, the next most budget team is going to be a No-Harak team. So this one is going to be using no Rainier, but it is using No-Harak. Now, as for the No-Harak level of Ascension needed, probably you would want to have him Supreme Plus. I don't know if it will be the best team for you if he's like Mythic Plus. Maybe then that previous team we just showed you might be better. But if you have a Supreme Plus No-Harak, you have Twins and Fresto, then definitely this is one of the top teams. In fact, this is actually going to be the second best team all time for this boss. Unfortunately, not the first best team. You're going to see why that is. But this is basically one of the best teams, and if you don't have No-Baelran, this is your best team option. Real Fresher and No-Harak on the faction talent tiles, Blue Tree on the right, Pink Tree on the left, Valara and Pheromore on the Stellar Bond, Illusion Fresher in front of Valara with the Dragon Roar spell. That is basically going to be this team. And now we're going to move on to, so I have Chippy here, but it's not Chippy. Of course, these are the Baelran teams where Chippy will be in the formation. So first of all, we're going to show you the Baelran with No-Harak. Now this team is going to be basically competing neck and neck with the No-Harak team we just showed you. This is going to be using Baelran. So where Chippy is, this is where you want to put Baelran behind the Pheromore. Real Fresher in front of Illusion Fresher, Blue Tree on the right, Pink Tree on the left. You have Valara and Pheromore on the Stellar Bond with the Dragon Roar artifact. This is one of the top teams, but this is with Baelran. This is not Chippy. Of course, you're not going to use Chippy here. You're going to be using Baelran. right in this position. And this team is going to be basically competing with the Harak team we just showed you. However, the overall top team on the VN server today is very pay to win because it's not just using Baelran and First Rune Twins, it's also using Harak. So where the chippy is, this is where you place Baelran behind the Valara. So you have Baelran, Harak on the faction talent tiles, Real Festo in front of Valara, Illusion in front of the Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left with the Dragon Roar spell. This is going to be the best team from the VN server, but it is the most pay to win as it uses Baelran and Harak both, but both contribute a lot of damage. So basically, the meta for Primal Lord Magmazard, Baelran is going to be number 1. So if you don't have Baelran, you're going to have to go for the second best team, which is the one I showed you, and this is what I'm going to be running, which is VN Min's team, which is not bad. This is still a very, very good team. And maybe even with testing on the global server, there's potential that there could be even some modifications to improve the positioning, maybe further enhance this team. So that's something I'm going to stay tuned for as well. But this is going to be it's going to still compete, not exactly with the top team, but basically then this is going to be the next best formation. And like it just really depends how many players on your server have recruited Baelran and are going for the double Baelran Harak team, because in fact right now in the latest stage of VN server, the only Baelran team which we showed you, which will be Baelran rather than Chippy. This is at the early days, like right when we have at global launch, this Baelran team here is probably going to be outperforming the Harak team. However, when we get to the latest stage, this Harak team is going to be outperforming the Baelran team. And so it will just be the both Baelran and Harak in the same team that will be the all-time number 1. But that's the most pay to win as well. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. This is basically going to be the best team if you have these heroes and you don't have Baelran. And this is what I'm planning to run. But I probably won't do my attacks right away. I'm going to wait for some testing to be done, and you guys can do that as well. And then I will make an updated video as well. But this gives you basically some really, really solid teams that definitely you probably might even get your maximum number of rewards if you run these teams. But if you want to wait and see for the fully optimized team on day 1, then you can wait for that as well. And we'll do another video about that as well. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it was helpful. Good luck getting a good score in that Primal Lord. It is going to be tough if you haven't recruited for Baelran, but in my opinion, my advice is to stay a bit strong and wait until we see enough of Baelran's usage in Dream Realm, because right now he is not going to be basically meta enough in Dream Realm for me to consider investing into him, also given the fact that I am not liking him in PvP up to this point. So like just recruiting him for Primal Lord, I wouldn't recommend it. I know he's going to see a bit more Dream Realm use. I just want to see exactly what is the magnitude of his usage, then maybe I will consider building him. But for right now, I think it's still safe to wait and see and not recruit for him yet. And even if it means giving up a bit on Primal Lord ranks, I still think that's a smart decision. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.